Very good morning to all. Welcome back to our course on the C programming language. We are in the topic of the string handling functions. In the previous session, we have discussed what these string handling functions are, what are the various string handling functions we have, and we have concluded our discussion with a programming example on string length. Now, we are going to extend our discussion on the same topic, which is the string handling functions, and in this session we are going to discuss about another string handling function, which is the strcpy, which copies the string from source to destination. So, once again I am just repeating the things. A string is a collection of elements or a collection of characters that ends with a \0, and string handling functions are the functions which are used to deal with strings in C programming language. And we have so many string handling functions, but we are going to concentrate on only 4 important, very important string handling functions, and out of which we are going to discuss about the string copy function in today's session. Coming to the syntax part, the strcpy refers to copying of string from source to destination. If you go to the return type of this strcpy function, the return type of strcpy is char star. In the previous discussions, we have seen that the strings can be defined or declared by using the character pointers. So, this is a character pointer, that is nothing but string. So, the return type of strcpy is nothing but a string. And if you observe the parameters that is taken by this strcpy, it accepts 2 parameters, okay, and those 2 parameters are having a data type of pointer to character. Therefore, this is a string, and the second parameter is also a string. Ultimately, what we have to understand is the string copy function accepts 2 strings and returns another string. That is what you have to understand. And while copying this string from one string to another string, remember that the second parameter will be copied into the first parameter. This is the flow, how the string is going to be copied from the second parameter or source to destination. Copying in the sense, let me take an example. Let my string 1 is having UCEK or university, and I have the string 2 as Kakinada. When you copy string 1 to string 2, the entire university will be copied into the Kakinada. So, this Kakinada will be overwritten with university. This is what you mean by copying. So, the previous string will be completely overwritten by the new string. And remember that what it is going to return, the string copy function is going to return a string which is nothing but the destination string. So, you should be very careful while dealing with this string copy. You should understand what is the return type of strcpy. You should understand what are the 2 parameters that it is going to accept. Those are nothing but the strings, and the flow of copying the one string to another string is very important. It always goes from right to left, or you can also say that from second argument to first argument is the way in which the string is copied. And one more important point means, while you copy the string from the source to destination, the destination string will be completely overwritten by the source string. This is the important point you should understand. So, this is what we have discussed, all these points. The strcpy copies the characters including the \0. So, whatever we have in the university, after it we have a \0. So, this everything will be copied here. From the source string src, this one, to the destination string dst, this one. And remember that important point, very important point. The destination string should be large enough to accommodate all the characters from the source string. So, you make it a practice that whenever you want to copy two strings or whenever you copy one string to another string, please make it a habit that you always declare the destination string with large size, so that it can accommodate the entire string from the source. Very important. So, what happens if you do not put this destination string size large enough to accommodate this entire source string means you will get some unpredictable results. You cannot predict what will be the output there. So, always remember to make a habit of declaring the size of the destination string very large enough to accommodate the entire string from the source. And as I told that everything from the destination will be overwritten with the source string. And if the two strings overlap, that means if you have the destination string as size is less than the length of the string that is going to be accommodated, then you will get the unpredictable results. And this one we have discussed. The return value of the destination, the return value is a string. Char star means it is nothing but pointer to character, otherwise we can call it as the string also. After copying, the string copy function strcpy is going to return the destination string. This is important. So, this is all about the strcpy function. We will also see one more supplementary function regarding this string copy, which is called as strncpy. Observe the difference here. It is not strcpy, we have n embedded in between str and cpy. strncpy, this is a specialized function to copy the source string to the destination string, but we are restricting the number of characters to be copied. Here we are not putting any restriction, the entire string from the source should be copied to destination. But here we are putting a restriction that please copy only n characters from the source to the destination. Remaining thing is everything will be similar to that of strcpy, except it accepts one more parameter. Let me go with this. So, the name of the function is strncpy and the return type is char star, which is string. It accepts three parameters. One is the destination, the first parameter is destination, the second parameter is the source string, and the third parameter is an integer value, and this n specifies the number of characters to be copied from source to destination. So, if I specify 3 like at this position as the third parameter, this function will just copy the first 3 characters from the source to the destination. This important point you should observe. But what about the \0? So, if you are specifying the number of characters to be copied from source to destination, it will not copy the \0. So, no \0 is copied from source to destination. So, what he is saying is it is similar to strcpy, but copy stops after n characters. So, you can limit the number of characters that you want to copy from one string to another string. This is all the theoretical part related to string copy. Now, let us discuss this with a programming example, live programming example. This is my online C compiler. First, I need to include the header files stdio.h for standard input and output functions like printf and scanf, and then I need to include the string.h function to deal with the string handling functions. Now is my main function, and then I take 2 strings here. So, I need to declare 2 character arrays. Char, let me take the name of the array as a source src. Let me give the size as 20 and I am initializing with university. Let me take it. And I am taking another string. Let me take it as destination and let me give the size as 40 to accommodate the large string. And let me take or initialize the destination string with Kakinada. Let me print these 2 strings before copying the thing. So, before copying from source to destination, let me print these strings. As we have discussed in the earlier session that we have 3 different functions to deal with the input and output of the strings. One is the scanf function with %s, getS and fgetS. Similarly, when you want to put the string onto the output screen or the standard output device, you have 3 different functions. One is printf with %s format specifier and putS, and then we have fputS. Let us go with very simple thing which is putS function. PutS of I am going to print the source here. Similarly, putS of I am going to print the destination here. So, one of the advantage with this putS function is there is no need to include a separate \n to print in 2 different lines. So, what this putS will do is after putting the string onto the output screen, it will automatically insert a new line. So, here the output will be university and here the output will be Kakinada. Both of them will come in 2 different lines. So, there is no need to include the \n as we have with the printf. Now, let me copy the string destination gamma source. Now, I want to print the source and destination right now. Let me take another output function like printf with %s, nothing wrong in it. Let me take \n and format specifier is %s. And let me print the source first. I will take again the printf statement, \n for the new line, %s format specifier for string, and let me print the destination. Let me execute this one. Let us see what happens. So, let us see what happens here. See here the output. The first one, this one is regarding the source which is university, and this is the destination string. Before copying, this is Kakinada, and after copying you can see the output source, that is university, is copied into Kakinada. Therefore, Kakinada will be completely overwritten by the university. So, the output here will be source university only, and here also the destination, since it is overwritten by the string copy function, we will not have any Kakinada in destination, we have university in the destination. So, this is, you can observe here. So, this is the source string, this university is the source string, and this is the destination string. You can observe that the complete Kakinada is overwritten by the university. Let us see what happens if we declare a string which is the destination string length is very less. So, the output what I got is university and then Kakinada for destination, these two things. And in the last one, after copying, you cannot expect what is happening here. See here, the SRC, the source string is printed as university, but destination is not printed. And this is not same for all the compilers. For different compilers, you will get different things. So, the results are unpredictable. So, you should be very careful while you want to make use of these string handling functions. So, that is all for the discussions on the copy function, the string copy function. In today's session, we have gone through the introduction to string handling functions and then the list of string handling functions, and we have discussed elaborately on the theoretical part related to strings, and we have seen it with an example also. Oh, we have forgot to discuss about this string ncopy. Let me modify this one. So, instead of strcpy, I am putting it as strncpy. Let me correct it to 40. And the strncpy, we know that it accepts 3 parameters. Here, I am asking it to copy the first 3 characters. Let me see what happens. So, if you can guess the output, the source will be remains the same, but destination what happens is only the first 3 characters, that is KAK, will be replacing the UNI. Let us see what happens here. See here. So, this is source and destination, university and Kakinada before copying, and after copying the source remains as it is, but the destination I am asking the compiler to copy the first 3 characters of source to destination. So, the first 3 characters of source is UNI. UNI will be copied and it is replacing KAK. So, the result will be UNI INADA. See here. This is the result we are getting. UNI INADA. So, that is all about the string ncopy function. When you want to restrict the number of characters that you want to copy from the source to destination, you can make use of this string ncopy function. So, that is all for today's session. Thank you one and all for joining the session.